Hey guys, this is the first ever episode of Ask KC. What's my hair doing?
It's gray.
It's gray.
It's gray. It takes a lot of grays.
Before we get into the question today, we're going to do an update on our fasting weight regain.
Ooh, this will be good.
It's been, I don't even know how long, like 3 weeks. Like, I'm fully back from the fast, basically.
Yeah.
Long enough to where I don't even remember it.
Same.
I lost 10 pounds and I'm up 4 to 5 pounds since then. But I also started taking creatine again afterwards. So I would say like very minimal, like maybe 2 pounds of weight regain for me of actual like just mass.
I was down 4 pounds. I'm up 4.
You're up 4? So you're back to where you started or what?
Yeah, okay. So I'm down 4. I'm up 5 actually. I'm a pound heavier.
Muscle.
I mean, and also I'm bulking right now because I want to put on muscle. So I'm not upset. I feel good. It wasn't for weight loss for me, for either of us.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like sad to put the weight back on. I kind of knew once I got back into gym, eating.
Also, a little bit alarming, I want to say, is how many people immediately started doing a fast because of us. That wasn't our intention.
No.
And it wasn't like a weight loss thing at all.
No.
It was to experiment, to see what benefits we felt. The main food benefits we felt were like mental, like how we thought about food so much, things like that. Like we picked up on a lot of things. It wasn't just like, I lost 10 pounds, guys, go out and lose 10 pounds. That was not the point.
Yeah, don't jump the gun with the fast, especially if you've never done it, especially 96 hours. We had done 24 hours. He had done 40 plus hours before.
That's it.
Yeah, listen to your body.
Be careful.
Yeah, be careful. We're not doctors.
No.
We're just
dumb
people.
Idiots on the internet.
We're not nutritionists either. We're just people with experiences, and we like to vlog it and share it.
Exactly.
That's it.
So when we posted our fasting video, a lot of people asking us about this fasting mimicking diet.
Ooh.
Great name.
Yeah.
Fasting mimicking diet.
I want to do it.
So here's the premise of this thing. We've been researching it all morning. I've heard about it before. I listened to the podcast with Dr. Rhonda Patrick and Walter Longo.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Rhonda Patrick is awesome. I generally am like on the same page as her in most things she says, this being an exception. So the premise and the claims, let's go through the claims of the diet first. It's basically, this diet is way easier than water fasting, but you get all of the benefits of water fasting. That's basically the whole claim right there.
Mm-hmm. You're mimicking a fast.
Yep.
It says it in the title.
The protocol for this diet, it's a 5-day thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually surprisingly hard to find out the protocol because it's behind a paywall. You have to go to the Prolon website and pay to get access to this information, which I didn't do. I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos of people like showing the process. So I deduced what it actually is. So it's the first day of the 5 days is 50% of your normal calorie intake. Yeah, it's about 47% carbs.
47% carbs.
10% protein, which is super low. Like that's like 40 grams or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest fat. So you're getting like 50 grams of fat or something.
Still not that high.
Yeah. And then days 2 through 5 are 33% of your daily caloric intake, and it's 54% carbs. So that comes out to like 85 grams of carbs. Again, it's like 8% protein and the rest fat. That's the protocol for 5 days. That's like the fasting mimicking part. And then for the next 25 days, you just eat normal. And then 5 days, you do the fasting mimicking again. So it's basically a monthly cycle.
And also, just a quick point, this is not just for people on a keto diet. So like when we say eat normal, we're saying just eat a standard American diet, eat whatever you eat. Eat all day long.
Intuitive eating.
Yeah. Which is very drastically different person to person, diet to diet.
So what your calories are coming from in this fasting mimicking diet, nutrient dense, high fat, low carb foods. That's what he says, okay? In the context of keto, this would not be considered low carb, high fat at all. This is maybe like compared to standard American, it's high fat, low carb, but it's like an avocado, some greens powder is like the general staples. And then whatever else you need to get your calories in, like a lot of nuts I've seen.
Yeah. So like 2 avocados a day and 4 tablespoons of greens powder.
And some nuts.
That's what I've read.
Yeah. I've actually seen a vlog of a girl doing this.
Really?
Yeah. She actually brought, like, when you do this, you go to his website and you buy his 5-day meals and everything, like the Prolon meals. So she had like a nut bar. It was basically just like a granola bar made of nuts. So the idea is that it mimics a fast. You get all the benefits, but it's so much easier. Like we're always looking for. Everyone's looking for this. So maybe it's too good to be true. You don't do all the work, but you still get all the benefits. That seems odd to me.
But you are doing some work, right? You're
doing a little bit of work, yeah.
You're restricting your calories.
Yes, exactly. Another thing to consider with this diet is all the research, pretty much 100% of it is done by him and like his team at Cal Berkeley.
But what about the trials?
The trials were all done on mice.
Mostly just mice and very small human.
There's a human trial, and he's published the data on the human trial, and we can go through it right now. I'll put it on screen. As you can see here, there's a control group just eating a normal diet, and then there's a fasting mimicking diet group. Body weight decreased, BMI decreased, total body fat decreased, trunk fat decreased. Pretty much everything went the correct way that you want it to go, right? Lean body mass increased. Cholesterol markers all went in a better direction with the fasting mimicking diet. And the big thing is IGF-1.
Insulin growth factor.
Insulin growth factor. Now that's like a big thing for cancer. If your IGF-1 is high and you have cancerous cells, they grow and they multiply. Mm-hmm. That is apparently a big indicator of fasting. Like IGF-1 decreases a lot after fasting. Or after calorie restriction, is the thing. In some cases, you could just call calorie restriction a fasting mimicking diet because the same thing happens in all these. So my issue with this data here, you're comparing 500 calories a day for 5 days and then normal calories for 25 to normal calories for 30 days. Of course, you're going to lose weight compared to the control. Like it's not even, I don't understand why they even ran these tests. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
Especially for people going, like I said, from the standard American diet. It's not like Matthew and I are in the group who've been on keto for 2 years.
But even if we were, I think we would have similar results. You're eating extremely restricted calories for 5 days. You should expect results like this.
So I guess my data aside, my issue that I noticed pretty much off the bat, aside from the trials just being done in mice, short periods. This is all really new information. So it's like, you can't just take it for what it is and apply it across the board to every single person, which is exactly what he's doing, right? Which most diets do. But a lot of people who are trying to do the fasting mimicking diet, or from what I've read, they're taking it to a different level. Like they're doing the calorie restriction. They're doing what they're supposed to, but they're utilizing not the foods he's prescribing. Like I've read someone, oh, well, it's just convenient. I'll do TV dinners or I'll do soups. And it's like, maybe you're kind of hitting your macros, but like you're also trying to look at the foods you're getting these nutrients from.
Well, yeah, I think what you said before we started this video is very true. When all of these things are just veiled as miracle weight loss things. Like you can say IGF-1 decreases when you do this diet. That doesn't matter though. People just see, oh, that person lost 10 pounds. Like the same thing when we made our fasting video.
Right.
All people want to do is it for weight loss, which is fine. But for me, this fasting mimicking diet is just very like misrepresenting the statistics in a way to profit. And it's like a doctor's stamp on it. So it's like, he's a doctor. He must know what's up, right?
Right.
He knows what's up, and he's tricking you guys into buying his supplements. Straight up. That's my opinion. He doesn't give away the information. He's not like doing it for the good of society. He's the one who's controlling all the research. His inpatient study, his studies on mice, and then he's disseminating the information as he sees fit. And then if you want to learn more, you have to pay and get his like line of products. So here's, when we were doing the fast, the 96-hour fast, the thing we were talking about the entire time is like, we're learning about our relationship with food and how we would be eating here. That's totally negated when you do something like this. His thinking is fasting is too hard. The benefits are awesome, but it's too hard to do. This is easier. I don't know how much easier this is. He says in an interview I read, he said it's like 90% increase adherence rate to normal fasting, which it's him controlling the data. Again, like no one knows if that's true. It's just him saying what he's experienced in his inpatient studies. I think if you do this, it's fine. Like, you can do it. It's not going to be harmful. It's probably a good thing to do if you eat really low calories, all nutrient dense foods. That's awesome.
Or it could be like a stepping stone for actually fasting.
Yeah. None of that stuff is even necessary. It's just like, get your diet under control. Quit looking for 5-day miracle cycles.
Right.
Is if you do this as opposed to fasting, you're missing like what I would say is 80% of fasting, which is the mental aspect and figuring like, oh, it's 3 p.m. It's really hard for me not to eat right now, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Right.
And then you just learn about yourself.
I know for myself and for a lot of people, when it comes to calorie restriction, you are allotting yourself less calories than normal. So you're even more stressed. You're even more focused on when am I going to eat this? Like, so if you are only allotted a couple nuts, 2 avocados and green powder, you're going to be like, well, I know I'm going to get hungry around 6. I'm going to give myself my avocado. That it's just, I feel like, yeah, you're not getting the mental benefits of like, I don't even need food to be productive or enjoy my day to day. We've put so much pressure on it, and you continue to do so when you're calorie restricting. Yeah, he's going after the fact that people want to lose weight and people are vulnerable when they're in that position. And so selling them these things and putting them in this scientific format makes it a lot easier for people to digest as like, this is going to work for me. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, this is a gimmick diet that's made by a doctor, so you want to like believe it more.
Of course you want to believe it.
Yeah.
He wrote the data right there. 10 mice don't have autoimmune disease anymore.
But saying it's a gimmick diet doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Like, this is totally safe to do. It's in the realm of keto. And a thing he talks about a lot, though, is like ketosis. But I see the meal plan, and it's 85 grams of carbs a day. So I'm wondering if you actually ever get into ketosis doing this.
Yeah, he does. He talks about the benefits of having ketones in your body. But if you are doing this 5-day mimicking fast, you're not guaranteed ketosis. What's the benefit of talking about something that's not necessarily present in your body?
That's one thing I noticed is he's taking a lot of the benefits of fasting and then just kind of like saying they apply to fasting mimicking diet without proving it really. Ketosis, I don't think you're in ketosis if you follow his protocol of a fasting mimicking diet. So if you want to give it a try, I think the general premise of it is like avocado 2 a day, greens powder, a lot of it.
4 tablespoons.
4 tablespoons. Mix in some nuts. Do that for 5 days. Seems dumb when I say it, doesn't it? But there's like a lot of marketing and science behind it. In my opinion, just get your diet under control. You don't need 5-day miracle fasting mimicking diets. You just need to play a long game and
you want to get there, work.
Yeah.
Literally just put in the work, put in the time. It'll come, but it'll take some time.
That's the fasting mimicking diet.
That's Ask KC.
We need to have like a special sign off.
That's Ask KC, and that's what we think about the fasting mimicking diet.